Carmersville Park tournament. Also, we do the Guard Nation. And it's just a way to give back to the community. And we always show love to the kids because we always had total community involvement. We actually started up a couple of other nonprofit organizations and a couple of other things we're venturing into, which is branching off from the sports arena to a restorative justice program called the Block Project, where we actually want to serve as mediators with people who have conflicts with other people. It could be family members, it could be friends, it could be enemies. We want to sit in, mediate, and come up with a compromise and just have a good discussion where we won't have to get authorities involved or police involved because we can police our own communities.
That's great. Actually, it sounds like a little like the past when you had like an older neighborhood member, like a grandfather figure.
That's right.
And like
Or
no matter
godfather
who,
figure.
he would be like the referee.
That's right.
It's like, oh no, let's say you're like the right or the wrong. Oh, we have to speak to Mr. Mike.
That's
You know,
right.
just for name's
Yeah,
sake
of
to
course.
say.
Yeah,
That's
Michael
wonderful.
Corleone. That's right.
Remember, exactly. There was
That's
no
right.
police involvement.
That's
And
right.
even if they're police in the neighborhood, they would say, good morning, hey, guys.
That's right.
And he would know
Help
who would be the
old ladies
rascal.
with the bags, everything.
And he would know, like, you know, and you were just playing games.
That's
You,
right.
you know what would be a crime at the time? Like to be passing your curfew at your house. Oh,
Right.
shoot. I'm like, past, it's 8 o'clock. My mother was waiting for me at 7:30.
right.
She's going to tell my father. So that's excellent. So you
Yeah.
guys are bringing that part to the community,
That's
into the
right.
community.
Well, not only the community, we actually want to start with the community first. Then we want to branch out to do the whole Manhattan Island. Like, we actually can do it. And I know for a fact that people like me will address every situation that needs to be addressed without using the actual police or dialing 911. We can actually handle all the problems, all the crime, because anything done in our community, we will protect and serve our own community, and we don't really need any
Excellent.
other parties to be involved.
Excellent. Are you taking away from the Black Panthers? Because I think they did similar
Yeah, they
programs
did.
in the community.
Yes, that was one of the people who influenced us, one of the parties, the Black Panther Party, that actually influenced a lot of the things that we're trying to bring back, as such as feeding the homeless, housing the homeless, dealing with the mentally ill, because let's face it, the police don't know how to really deal with the mentally ill. And of course, we're going to have professionals like psychiatrists and counselors with us. So it will be a total community effort.
You're talking about future. When is it going to take effect?
Well, we're actually starting something as far as that is concerned. At the end of this month, we're going to have a rally called Digging Up Wall Street, where we're going to be actually going down and protesting the actual slaves that didn't make it over to America on the way from Africa on the slave ship. They died, and they was actually buried under Wall Street as soon as the ship got over to America. It's a proven fact. Everybody can look it up, do your own information. The dead bodies are still under Wall Street, under the cobblestones. That's why they don't never dig up Wall Street. That's why they never repave the streets. So we want to start with that as far as getting them proper burial places, getting them dug up and putting them to rest in proper graveyard sites.
So when is this happening again?
The end of this month, actually on the 30th of September. It's going to be on Broadway and Wall Street. We're going to start right there.
What time is it going to happen?
4 p.m. We're gonna be out there at the beginning, and we might stay there all night. I don't know, we might spend the night out there. We're gonna get things done, and we'll be out there definitely for a long time.
Who's organizing this rally? It's who? Guard Nation or who is it?
No, I'm actually organizing the rally, and my company, which is called 11 Star Funding Corporation, they're actually funding it with a group of private investors where we're going to actually get started as far as possibly getting the city to give us a permit to dig up the street, get the bodies out of there, put the street back down, repave the street, and put the bodies in a proper burial site.
Okay, well, we're gonna. So, where can people find about this event?
Well, they can find it on any social media platform. We actually have websites too, bdtv.weebly.com. We got butcanyousspit.com. That's the letter U, butcanyousspit.com. We'll have a bunch of informative things on there as far as getting everybody together. I have Black Lives Matter on the bill. I also have Occupy Wall Street coming down and their supporters. And I also have Occupy City Hall, that movement coming down as well. So it's going to be a very lovely thing where we have a lot of speakers speaking about everything from racial inequality to politics, voting. There's a lot of things going on right now as far as the unions are concerned. We're going to have them down there. So it's going to be a very beautiful rally. I can't wait.
Oh, well. We'll put up more information on our show at the end of the show with all the websites, dates, and all information that is pertaining to this big event.
Right.
It looks like interesting and very meaningful to me, and I assume to all of us.
Yes.
Before we go, because we're going to also share some footage that we had from last Sunday's game,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you just one question.
Okay.
The movement Black Lives Matter we've been hearing and seeing it lately, which is just a peaceful demonstration across the country, across the nation.
Right.
Anything that you have to say to people that say that, like Rudy Giuliani, he mentioned that Donald Trump, the actual president, that Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization, domestic. Could you say something about it?
Yes, I would like to say that a lot of people don't realize that it's not from urban areas. The problem that's embedded in America as far as racism is concerned, because it's very apparent, anybody who talks about racism or is against racism and speaks about it publicly will be considered against America, because America and racism is so embedded with each other since the beginning of America that they automatically think that you're talking bad about America. No one's talking bad about America. We love this country, but it's a fact that this is a very racist country, and we have to change it. And the only way it's going to be changed is through communication. So we have to talk about it. Of course, it's very uncomfortable to talk about. It's very uncomfortable for all races to talk about racism and what's going on with the actual harassment of colored people from the police, because it's an uncomfortable subject, but it must be talked about so we can change it. Nobody's against America. Let's get that right. Everybody's love this country that's involved with these different movements that have started, such as Black Lives Matter. We just want to be heard and treated equally. That's it.
Oh, well, thank you. We're going to have a part 2 interview with more people that participate in the Black Lives Matter movement, which is a peaceful movement.
That's right.
I don't know why people are lying about it.
No, we always want to
Like,
be
I see
peaceful.
people marching on the streets. Like, I went to a Black Lives Matter march in Hoboken, New Jersey, one of the biggest so far that I have seen.
Right.
Probably there are others. But they were so organized that they had a motorcade protecting them in the beginning and at the end. I've never seen so many police involved protecting the marchers.
That's right.
All they want is like peace all over the country. That's
right.
what we want. All of brown, black lives matter, like brown
That's
lives
right.
matter,
That's
white lives, all lives matter.
That's right.
And I don't know what is the big misunderstanding or like
right.
the hate.
Right.
But that's all for now. We're gonna see the footage of the Guard Nation game. And thank you for watching and good night.
That's right. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial.
That's right.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the rampart we were so and screaming and the rockets That's the championship game. Year 6, God Nation. No other tournament, no anybody ever did that. A national anthem at a street ball event. That's how you separate yourself. The black national anthem, and he remixed it. Okay, China. He remixed it. Oh no, you gotta use it for your next battle. I ain't gonna lie. If you wanna go 3 you gotta find him. You use it one time. Shit, man. Something. You gotta act like you know a white man can't jump when you try to fuck like you ain't know me. We gonna have to use him. That's the first ever. Nah, that was tough. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, so. I don't know if you can play a song after that. That was pretty tough right there. I've never seen that before. God Nation got it for that one.
Little advice, add spice.
Woo! Alright, the ball score gang is on the scoreboard. Shit works, man. Shout what the game been missing. Swing on the sideline. It's gonna get spicy uptown one time.
Now you know it's sun with the
Tomorrow. What time now? What time y'all play tomorrow, Trent? 3 o'clock.
They watch me like a chip.
23 Park. Time all day. On the floor.
Waffles with raspberry butter. Where I'm big at the roller ring bill. But if I can't get it done, I got socials with me to cover. Queens get the money, we only stacking it up with. Little advice, add spice.
Know that.
boys get the liquor with the ice.
You know that.
I don't give a fuck, that's his wife. I can bag any bitch and it's all white nice. If he tell me no, show me I was nice.
He told me he gonna be outside tomorrow. I'm gonna be outside tomorrow. Yeah, I'm good tomorrow. Promise you that.
Not the devil, no, might never be my type. It's trash. I only fucking for the hype. I only fucking for the hype. Look, Kalo K, everybody price. Cost money. Fast money.
It's 3 months? No, I don't want 3. I want 2.
Niggas saying first.
Cause I don't know how to shoot to 3 different people.
If it is on my gentleman shit, my drill niggas out in Brooklyn.
Yo, don't sneeze up on me, coaching staff.